Hi, Jeff Cecil here from Pull the Chute with today's video blog. Identifying the company culture in your business can be hard to assess, especially if you just let it develop instead of developing it with a purpose. Whether you realize it or not, your company culture will decide the fate of your company. If the pandemic taught us anything, it was that this top-down management approach, often referred to as a command and control management, should be a thing of the past. The Great Resignation is not about people wanting more money. It's about people wanting better working conditions. Remember, 79% of the people who leave their jobs, they do so because they feel unappreciated. Only 12% leave for more money. So here are 7 tips to help you improve your culture. Number 1, acknowledgement leads to action. This is a human behavior every leader should know the importance of. Encouraging your people to behave in certain ways by acknowledging them when they do so. Otherwise, how will they know what you expect? Simply broadcasting your values doesn't necessarily lead to action. Number 2, I like to say mission possible, improving your culture. You may not have a mission statement or a set of core values on your wall, but people in your company do act and interact in discernible ways. What are those ways? Well, think about the beliefs, the norms, the attitudes, the goals, the conventions, and the behaviors you see at work. What are the common themes and behavioral trends? If employees don't seem to work and interact in cohesive and structured ways, in what ways do they function? In the actual blog, I'll provide you with a series of questions that will help you determine what type of culture you have. Make sure to download it. Number 3, identify conflicts between the plan and the practice. Just because you've established rules and traditions doesn't mean that they're strongly affected in the workplace. Are you leading by example? This is a key when building the culture. Employees won't be motivated to follow you and the policies and procedures that you set up if you don't follow them yourself. If people are working in conflicting ways, try to find out why. Knowing the reasons will be important. And when you start to assess and improve, your company culture will also improve. Number 4, identify your people. When identifying your culture, you must consider the people who work in your organization. A big influence on culture is simply the people in the place and how they work and get along as individuals. Who are your formal and informal leaders? How are they influencing people in your workplace? And in what ways? What kinds of personalities and personal values do your employees have? And do people tend to work harmoniously, or do they clash? Number 5, need help determining the type of culture you want? Ask your people. Identifying your culture is a process that may require more than one person's in-depth insight. One way to better understand the type of culture you want is to survey your people, get their thoughts. With your people and their help, the buy-in will be much easier for the rest of the company. Knowing their why, number 6, is so important. Take time to understand and be responsive to employee needs, their motivations, and their priorities. Your culture is a huge intangible. And when you have a rewarding, supportive, and appreciative culture, your employees will stick with you because there's something in it for them besides the money. And number 7, understand why employees leave when they leave. Sometimes people leave, they just do. And sometimes you're okay with it. And sometimes it could be someone that's an integral part of your company. But for some reason, they've decided it was time for them to move on. I have a very clear philosophy. When a person says they're leaving, let them. Say thank you for your time, good luck in the future, and then let them go. Instead of focusing on finding ways to keep them, focus on ways of finding out why they're leaving in the first place. That will improve things for the next person. So I know this is a lot to think about and a lot to take in, and the full blog will provide you with much more insight and help. I just want to remind you that you don't have to do it alone. Pull the Chute was designed to help you with those challenges. If you get a chance, visit our website and book a free 1-hour call. Let's start talking about your needs and see how we can help you grow to the next level. Until then, stay safe and be healthy.